Hello students, good afternoon. Today we will discuss about basic operations on discrete signal and how to represent discrete signal and non-units convolution. First we discuss different methods to represent a signal x of n. First method, functional representation. In functional representation, x of n, first we write all the available amplitude. Here 2, 1, -1 and 0. So we write the amplitude of xn 2 and value of 2 is when n is 1 and when n is -2 the value of xn is 2. Then 1 when value of n is -3 and when value of n is 0 and when value of n is 3 the amplitude of xn is 1. When value of n is 2 xn is 0 and when value of -1 then value of xn is -1. This is functional representation. Next one is tabular representation. In tabular representation, first we put the value of n and then corresponding value of x of n. Value of n is -3, -2, -3, -2, -1, then 0, 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. These are the value of n and corresponding to these values of n, we write the value of x of n. X of n when n is -3 is 1. When n is -2, value of xn is 2. When value of n is -1, value of xn is -1 and so on. So this is tabular representation and next one is sequence representation. X of n is written as x of n is written as 1, 2, -1, 1, 2, 0, 1. These are the amplitude of x of n. Here 1 value of x of n is 2, -1, 1, 2 and 0, amplitude is 0 and next one is 1. These are the value of xn and here this arrow indicates the amplitude of sample when n is 0. When n is 0, amplitude of xn is 1 or value of xn is 1 and this arrow indicates that here the value of n is 0, n is 1, 2 and 3, here n is -1, -2 and -3. And sequential representation is most frequently used representation. तुम लोगों को आवाज क्लियर है? आरू, अनुजा, हेलो, हाँ आवाज क्लियर है?
क्लियर है,
ओके
क्लियर है.
ओके. नेक्स्ट क्वेश्चन, represent the following signal graphically if x of n is given by this. x of n कैसे दिया है? 1, 2, 0, -1 and 1. 0 indicates that here the value of n is 0, this is 1 and 2, value of n is -1 and value of n is -2. value of n is 0, then amplitude is 0. Value of n is 1, amplitude or value of x of n is minus 1, and when value of n is 2, value of xn is 1. Similarly, when n is minus 2, value of xn is 2, and when value of n is 2 minus 2, then amplitude or value of xn is 1. Clear? Then in second case, represent xn by this sequential representation. Here arrow is indicated here. It means that value of n is 0, minus 1, minus 2, minus 3 and minus 4. In this diagram, value of n is 0 when value of xn is 3, value of n is minus 1 when value of xn 2, then minus 2, फिर minus 1 है, minus 3 and minus 4 पे value of xn is 0. A discrete time signal is given by x of n by this sequential representation. Sketch the following signal. जैसा तुमने अभी कंटिन्यूअस टाइम सिग्नल में किया है, सेम प्रोसेस में जो है इसमें भी करोगे. यहाँ पे तुम्हारा दिया है एक्स और ओरिजिनल सिग्नल दिया है. फर्स्ट यू ड्रॉ दिस ओरिजिनल सिग्नल इन दिस डायग्राम. दिस एरो इंडिकेट दैट n is 0, n is 1, 2 and 3, and here it is minus 1. And original signal is drawn when n is 0, 1, 2 and 3, and here value of n is minus 1. Amplitude is 1, 1, 1, and when n is 3, here n is 3, value of xn is 2. This is original signal. You have to find out x of n plus 1. इसके लिए क्या करना है, n plus 1 को इक्वल टू कर दो 0. It means that n is equal to minus 1. This original signal is shifted towards left side by 1 cent. यहाँ पे क्या हो जाएगा, minus 1 and minus 1 is minus 2. So this original signal is shifted in this form, and this is represented by x of n plus 1, and here arrow is shifted towards right, because in this case when n is 0, 1, magnitude is 1, when n is 1, magnitude is 1, and when n is 2, magnitude is 2. So arrow is here. In next example, you have to find out x of 3 minus n. This is the original signal, और यहाँ पे तुम्हें find out करना है कि what is the value of x of 3 minus n. First you write this as x of minus n plus 3. This is x of n. So x of minus n क्या होगा? Simply the mirror image of this signal. Take the mirror image of xn about y-axis. You get x of minus n, and arrow is indicated in this position. Arrow is indicated in this position. Clear? And this is shifted by 3 samples. Minus 3 plus minus n plus 3 is equal to 0. So n is 3. It means that this signal is shifted by 3 units towards right. क्या करना है तुम्हें, अगर इस तरीके से दिया है तो इसको पहले तुम इस फॉर्म में लिखो. x of n जो है, तुम्हें x of n दिया है, x of minus n जो है ड्रॉ करो केवल मिरर इमेज लेके, और फिर उसको शिफ्ट कर दो राइट. x of n minus 2. N minus 1 is delay signal and this is shifted by 2 samples and the original the original signal is shifted by 2 units and arrow is indicated here. Next is find out xn multiplied by u minus n. X of n is given to you, then first calculate or draw u of n minus 1. Un is unit step function. Un is a unit step function. It means that its magnitude is 1. And when n is less than 0, in this area, value of un is 0. And when n is equal to or greater than 1, then magnitude of un is 1. So this is un. Then how can we calculate un minus 1? Simply right shift this unit step by one sample and you get it. Then multiply original signal and un minus 1. This is multiplied by 0 and this is multiplied by 0. So here you get 0 value and all these values are multiplied by 1. So you get the final x of n un minus 1. Even function. Calculate even function of x of n, where n x of n is given by this sequential representation. First you have to find out x of 2n because you have to calculate even function. Even function means you have to calculate x of 2n. From this sequential representation, value of x of minus 1 is 1 because here value of n is 0, here value of n is 1 and here value of n is 1, 2 and 3. So value of x of minus 1 is equal to 1, x of 0 is 1, x of 1 is equal to 1, x of 2 is equal to 1 and x of 3 is equal to 2. Then substitute the value of x of n is equal to minus 1 in this expression. X of 2n, we get x of minus 2n and x of minus 2n. Value of x of minus 2n is 0 because here you don't get the value of x of minus 2. So value of x of minus 2 is 0. In next is when n is 0, x of 0 is 1. Similarly, when n is 1, x of 2 is 1. And when n is 2, we get x of 4 and 2 value is 0. And plot all the values of x of 2n and you get the even sample of x of n. For same question, find out the odd samples of x of n. To calculate all odd samples of x of n, you have to find out x of 2n plus 1. By similar process, when you substitute, when n is equal to minus 1, you get x of minus 1, the value is 1. Then when n is 0, x of 1 is 1. For n is 1, x of 3, value of x of 3 is 2 and you have to draw these values in this figure. Next is convolution. If a system has both linearity and time invariance property, then system is known as linear time invariant system. And time domain representation of LTI system means linear time invariant system, means that we shall analyze LTI system when input and output both signals are function of time. If input and output both are function of time, then we can say that we analyze the system in time domain. Suppose that this x of t is any arbitrary function or any arbitrary signal is represented by x of t, and in this area of this shaded portion, here it is 0, del t, 2 del t, this is 3 del t, 4 del t. It means that width of this shaded region is del t and height is x of 2 del t. So area of this shaded region is x of 2 del t multiplied by del t, and in the limit if this del t approaches to 0, अगर ये एरिया जो है वो इसकी विड्थ जो है 0 हो जाए तो क्या होगा, दिस एरिया रिप्रेजेंट एन इम्पल्स फंक्शन. If width of this area approaches to 0, then this area represent a impulse function situated at this position. Clear? In the limit when del t approaches to 0, this elemental area approaches a delta function of strength. Strength is given by area of shaded part. So strength is given by area of shaded part, and this impulse function is located at 2 del t. So we can represent this delta function as x of 2 del t multiplied by del t delta function t minus 2 del t, means this delta function is shifted version and the shifted version is written by del t minus 2 del t, और ये क्या है, इसकी स्ट्रेंथ है. Suppose that this is the impulse function. Similarly, if we calculate the area of this function and width of this shaded region is approaches to 0, then this is also a impulse function. So we can say that this arbitrary signal x of t is sum of such impulse function. So mathematically we can write that limit t approaches 0 summation from minus infinity to plus infinity x of n delta n del t. This is the strength of delta function, and this is the location of delta function. Means any arbitrary signal can be represented by sum of impulse function when limit t approaches to 0. Now suppose that ht be the unit impulse response of LTI system. Unit impulse response का meaning क्या है? Suppose that here you have an LTI system. यहाँ पे कोई तुम्हारा LTI system है. If you apply impulse function, you get any response, and that response or output is known as impulse response or impulse output. Since this system is LTI system, means linear time invariant system. And this system is time invariant system. If we delay the input by n of t, output is also delayed by same amount. So if we apply this input, we get this impulse response. Since system is time invariant system, and similarly we multiply the strength to the location of impulse function, we get the strength multiplied by the impulse response of system. This third equation means that the response of LTI system for an input impulse function of the strength this located at this can be expressed by इसकी सिंपल मीनिंग ये है कि अगर हम किसी भी LTI सिस्टम पे लीनियर टाइम इनवेरिएंट सिस्टम पे ये इनपुट अप्लाई करेंगे तो हमें क्या मिलेगा, आउटपुट मिलेगा. Since system is linear, we can apply superposition theorem. System linear है तो हम जो है इसके superposition theorem apply कर सकते हैं. और superposition theorem क्या है? If for x1t we get y1t and for x2t we get y2t, then for sum of this signal we get an output which is sum of these two outputs. So in this case, input is given by this equation. Since system is linear, we can say that we can write output by the same equation. Yt is equal to limit del t approaches 0 summation n approaches minus infinity to plus infinity x of n del t. ये है impulse response. This is the impulse response of LTI system. So this is the output for the impulse input. If we substitute n del t is equal to tau, then del t is equal to del tau, and in the limit del t approaches to 0, this summation is converted into integration, and here we get yt is equal to integration minus infinity to plus infinity x of tau h t minus tau and d tau. So final output is given by this expression, and this expression can be written as y of t is equal to x of t convolution h of t, and this is convolution. Meaning of convolution: if response of LTI system is known for an impulse function, then the response to any other function x of t can be calculated by equation 4. ये कह रहे हैं कि अगर किसी भी तुम सिस्टम पे कोई LTI सिस्टम है, उस पे तुमने जो है इनपुट दिया इम्पल्स फंक्शन, और तुम्हें इसका रिस्पॉन्स मालूम है कि ये है एच टी. व्हाट इज द रिस्पॉन्स ऑफ LTI system for given impulse response? Then for any input we can calculate output very easily by convoluting x of t with h of t. सिंपली यही है कि अगर LTI सिस्टम पे तुमने कोई भी इम्पल्स इनपुट अप्लाई किया और तुम्हें ये मालूम है कि आउटपुट क्या आएगा, उस इम्पल्स का आउटपुट क्या है, क्या आना है, तो फिर उसी LTI सिस्टम पे किसी भी तरीके का इनपुट दोगे तो वो इनपुट अगर इम्पल्स रिस्पॉन्स से कन्वोल्यूट करोगे तो यू कैन गेट आउटपुट फॉर एनी टाइप ऑफ इनपुट simply by convoluting the input with the impulse response of LTI system. So we can easily say that behavior of LTI system is completely characterized by its impulse response. Convolution. How can we calculate convolution of two signals? y of t is given by integration minus infinity to plus infinity x of tau h t minus tau dt d tau is given by. The process of convolution involves first draw the graph of given signal x of t and h of t, and as x of tau and h of tau as a function of independent variable, then fold fold and time reverse folding and time reverse folding or sorry and नहीं होना चाहिए folding or time reversal of signal h of t, then time shifting of folded signal h of minus tau to obtain h t minus tau, and then multiply x of tau and h t minus tau, then integrate the product term. All steps will be clear in this exam. Given a continuous LTI system with unit impulse response, यहाँ देखो unit impulse response है HT. A continuous time signal x of t is applied to the input of this LTI system, where x of t is given by exponential minus at ut for a is greater than 0 and ht is given by ut. Then evaluate the output yt. दो सिग्नल्स गिवन है x of t and y of h of t. H of t is impulse response of LTI system and x of t is input signal. First draw x of tau. This is x of tau. Simply replace t by tau. Simply replace t by tau. H of tau. Here t is replaced by tau, and so this expression is exponential minus a tau into tau. And next draw h of tau, which is simply unit step function given by draw by this diagram. Then second step, take the mirror image of h of tau. Take the mirror image of h of tau about y-axis. You get h minus tau, and then shift this or time delay this signal by t, or simply shift this signal towards the right. You get x of tau h t minus tau. So next step, to multiply these two. When t is less than 0, when t is less than 0, here x of tau is 0. So if you multiply this signal with this for t less than tau, you get 0 output because value of x of tau is 0. So yt is 0 when t is less than 0. When t is greater than 0, the product of this is expressed by, this is ht minus tau and this is x of tau. दोनों को मल्टीप्लाई करो तो इसका एक्सप्रेशन क्या आ जाएगा, एक्सपोनेंशियल माइनस ए tau and multiplication is, we get only non-zero value of multiplication only in this way. Here h t minus tau is 0, so multiplication is 0. Here x of tau is 0, so multiplication is 0. We get the multiplication non-zero value of multiplication in this region. So yt is equal to integration t 0 to t. लोअर लिमिट 0 हो गई, हायर लिमिट t, तो इंटीग्रेशन फ्रॉम 0 to t x of tau h t minus tau dt. Substitute the value of x of tau is given by this, and x t minus tau is 1. So we get this expression and integrate this expression, put the limit in that, and you get the final result is y of t is 1 by a 1 minus exponential at for all values of t, and draw this by t, you will get the final output. तो 4 steps क्या हैं? Simply किसी का भी कन्वोल्यूशन दो सिग्नल्स का करना है तो फर्स्ट जो है इसको रिप्लेस करोगे टी को टाउ से इसमें, और सेकंड इसको भी टाउ से। तो इम्पल्स रिस्पॉन्स है उसका जो है मिरर इमेज लोगे, और उसके बाद जो है उसको टाइम शिफ्टिंग करोगे। टाइम शिफ्टिंग के बाद दोनों को मल्टीप्लाई करके डिफरेंट रीजन के लिए जो है इंटीग्रेट करके कन्वोल्यूशन कैलकुलेट करना। नेक्स्ट क्वेश्चन है, obtain the convolution of two signals. X of t is given by capital A exponential minus t when t is less than infinite greater than 0, and y of t is equal to small t divided by capital T when t is less than infinity and greater than 0. First draw this signal when t is equal to capital T, yt is 1, when t is equal to capital T by 2, yt is this, and you get a graph of this when you get t. Then this is x of tau and this is y of tau. Then take the mirror image of this y of tau along vertical axis, you get this first step, and then multiply these two signals and integrate these two signals. After multiplication, integrate these two signals. When t is less than, when small t is in this region, means t is less than 0, function do not overlap, so convolution is 0 and we get output 0 when t is less than 0. When this tau is in between small, when tau is less than t and greater than 0, when tau is less than t and greater than 0 means in this region, x of t convolution y of t is given by this expression, integration 0 to t, lower limit is 0, higher limit is t, and x of tau is given by this expression, and y of tau t minus tau is given by this. Simply t is replaced by tau, and yt is given by t by t. This t is replaced by t minus tau. Yeah, t minus tau. So if we integrate this equation and substitute the limits, we get the final output. And this is for when t is less than capital T and greater than t. When tau is less than, in second case, when tau is in between this, means tau is less than t, small t, and greater than small t minus capital T. In this reason, this is the lower limit and this is the higher limit. Lower limit, higher limit, and these are given by same as in previous case. And if we integrate and substitute the limit, we get the final output. So we calculate when t is output is calculated when t is less than 0, it is 0. When t is in between this range, we get the output, and when t is greater than t, we get the output, and we draw this diagram. This is the result of convolution. कोई क्वेश्चन है कुछ पूछना है इसमें, कोई प्रॉब्लम कन्वोल्यूशन में? रंजीत, हेलो रंजीत।
Yes, ma'am.
हाँ, कन्वोल्यूशन क्लियर है?
Yes, ma'am. Clear.
Okay. Then class is over. Thank you.